YouTube tribe, it is your girl Nadja, and I'm back with another video. This video is going to be another story time. I need a new intro. You guys think of a new intro for me. I don't like that whole what's up everybody, it's girl Nadja. Like I don't like that no more. If you guys come up with a better intro, let me know. Or it's like, or I don't know, I just need something new. It's 2018. So yeah, this video is going to be a story time. I know you guys love my story time. That's why the majority of you guys are here, okay? This story time is going to be about the time that this girl in my class tried to jump over the fucking balcony. Like, that shit was fucking crazy. And that shit was crazy, okay? If you guys are a fan of storytime videos, you should totally subscribe to this channel. Give this video a thumbs up. And yeah, stick along for the ride. So without further ado, I'm gonna just get right into it. So y'all know I gotta do my backstory. You know, I gotta do my backstory on people or whatever. We are gonna call this girl, we're gonna call her Tabitha, okay? So there was this girl named Tabitha. I went to middle school with this girl and she's always been the same. She's always been like crazy. Very crazy, but very quiet. She even beat up one of my teachers. If you guys want to hear the story about the time Tabitha beat up my fucking teacher, comment down below and I'll tell it. But I don't want to give too much and then make it like 2 story times in one when I could, like, you know, you know how, or you know Tabitha since middle school, and she's always been very silent but very fucking crazy. And she was an artist. She was a very good artist. She would draw all the time. If she liked you, she would draw a self-portrait for you. I used to have like 3 self-portraits from her, and I would like put them in my locker or like put them on my locker, and it would just make her day. Like, she would just be so happy about it. And like, looking back, like, she was such a like, she had such beautiful features. Like, she had really pale skin and long black hair and just like bright green eyes. Like, she had very pretty features, but she just didn't know what to do with herself, if that makes any sense. Like, she didn't know how to accentuate those features and like doll herself up. So people picked on her a lot. Now look, if you picked on her, good luck. Good luck, because there's a reason why she drew 3 pictures for me. It's because I always stood up for her and I never talked bad about her, and every time somebody tried her, I was all like, look, now you better fucking stop, because she fits school shooter profile, fam. I'm not trying to get shot. I'm trying to be that one person when she walks in with that AK and she sees me and she's like, Nadja, get the fuck out of here. And I'm like, all right, Tabitha, bouncing. Like, knew this day was gonna be coming. Glad I was nice to you. For real, like, she fit that profile. I always made sure that she knew that we was cool. We cool, okay? I had sign language with this girl. I took 3 years of sign language. I'm pretty fluent in sign language. I'm not that fast, but I'm pretty fluent. I can understand sign and I can sign, obviously. I have my own name sign because my name is N. My deaf friend, I don't know if I could use her real name, but you can only get a name sign from a deaf person, and my deaf friend gave me, since my name starts with an N and I wear eyeliner like this, my name sign is Nadja. So yeah, fun fact, I know sign language. Tabitha was in my ASL class. I was in ASL 1, and basically it's an elective, so like, if you're in ASL 1, you're most likely gonna have freshmen in your class, and it was my sophomore year when I was in ASL 1. So this is the first time she was ever crazy in my ASL class, okay? We had to do, our like midterm assignment was you had to sign a song. My song, I think I did Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey, and you know, I'm signing and shit, and you know, getting my groove on, you know, I signed real quick, whatever. So it was Tabitha's turn to sign, but she had to do another assignment first. So before you, like, okay, basically my teacher was cool as fuck. I still fuck with my teacher to this day, like my ASL teacher. And it's like, you could do this thing where if you want to make up a credit and make up an assignment you didn't do, you have to do it in front of the class. So not only did she have to do her midterm sign song, she also had to do another project that was like super easy because it's ASL 1, so you have to be like, you know, mom, dad, boy, girl, like just easy shit, right? So she's up in the class, you know, doing her thing or whatever, you know, whatever. And there's this little boy, we're gonna call him Tyler, okay? Damn, Tyler ain't a little boy no more. Damn, I'm getting old. Tyler grown now. He was a little boy back then, and he sat in the front row. And while Tabitha was doing her thing, Tyler was laughing at her.
Oh, look at her, she weird as fuck. Like,
me and my other friend, who I'm not gonna name, but I known her from middle school too, and me and my other friend are looking at each other because we both went to middle school with Tabitha. We know how Tabitha gets down. We've seen Tabitha beat up that teacher, okay? So we just looking at each other like nervous as fuck. So like I kicked the boy's seat in front of me and I'm like, quit it, like leave her alone, right? Just look back at me like that. And I'm like, oh, okay, you want to get an attitude? Like, you go just get your ass beat by Tabitha. Go ahead then, do it. Go for it. Get your ass whooping. So I was like, okay, fine. Go for it. So I left him alone.
Ooh, you weird as fuck. She's so weird. Look at her. She can't, look at her. Bro, look at her eyebrows.
Finally, Tabitha was done with her performance and my teacher was like,
good job, Tabitha. You can go back to your seat.
And she was really embarrassed because she's not an outroverted person. She's very introverted. She doesn't like stuff like that. And mind you guys, like nothing is wrong with her. Nothing's wrong with her. She's just very introverted. Her family is really awesome. Like they were always at the school, always doing PTA. Like there was nothing wrong with her. And like we followed each other on Facebook and stuff. She loves her family. She'd always post pictures with her family. Like, so it's not like nothing bad with her is happening at home. She just has a social problem. So being in front of the class and then having this boy taunting her in her face really embarrassed her. And so he's just taunting her, right? So once my teacher's like, all right, Tabitha, you can go, right? I shit you not. And that's another thing I forgot to say. You see my nails? You see my nails, right? Tabitha's nails naturally were like right here. And she would sharpen them bitches like razor sharp, bruh. Like razor fucking sharp, bruh. And everybody would always talk about her nails and how they were disgusting and all this shit, right? So once she's done with her presentation, she slowly walks towards Tyler's desk, gets her hands like this and strikes him in the fucking neck and like grabs him on the floor. He fell on the fucking floor and she just did it in one swift. She was like,
oh my god, she scratched me. She scratched me.
Tabitha just sat at her fucking desk like nothing happened. Like, bitch. And I'm just sitting here like looking like, oh shit, no, not again, not again. No. Of course, my teacher made Tabitha go to the office and she made Tyler go to the nurse's office, whatever, right? Boom. So that was the first act of violence that I saw from Tabitha in a long time because we went to middle school together, but that was like in the 8th grade. So that was the first act of violence I saw from her in 2 years, okay? Because now we're in the same class. So, boom. Skip the whole school year. Now we're at finals, okay? At finals, you have to do the final song, just like how you do your midterm song. You do a sign language song and you perform it in front of the class and you interpret it from English to ASL, right? So everybody did their performance and my teacher was very lenient. Like if you didn't have your shit together, she would give you some time, you know, like, hey, no pressure. Like you can come back tomorrow and do it in front of the class. It was like finals week, like all week there were just performances because you know there's these last minute people, and then a lot of the signs were kind of advanced because we were only in ASL 1, so we would have to go to my teacher and be like, oh well, how do you sign orange juice, or like how do you sign this, or how do you sign that? Like, you know, we're asking because we don't know yet. So she's noticing certain people aren't coming up to her asking her for help, so she already knows in her head who has it together and who doesn't. It's the last day of school. It's the day before the last day of school, right? No. It was 3 days before the last day of school. And my teacher asked Tabitha, she's like,
Tabitha, do you have a song yet?
And Tabitha didn't respond.
Tabitha, do you have your song together?
She didn't respond. She just had her little notebooks and stuff that she would draw her pictures in. She would draw like little anime characters and shit. So she just keeps drawing and it's just like not paying any attention to my teacher.
Tabitha, if you don't have your song, I'm gonna need you to come up to my desk and sign this report.
It's basically like, if you have a D or an F, because that song was a huge chunk of your grade. Like huge chunk, like double the midterm song chunk, okay? So if you didn't do that, you're going from like an A to a D, solid, right? B to a F. So you had to sign this, like, it's not like a referral, but it's kind of like a progress report, kind of showing that you are aware that your grade is like this at the end of the term, right?
Tabitha, you have to come up and sign this.
In front of the whole class, because shit, we're here, we're all listening. So she starts crying.
Tabitha, I understand your frustration, but you have to come and sign this.
Tabitha stands up. Her head is like hanging low. She stands up. She walks up to the front of the class and her like shoulders are shaking and shit as she's crying, like she's for real crying. And I'm just thinking like, damn bro, I feel so bad, but at the same time I can't feel bad because I was working for 2 weeks on this damn project. Like I love sign language, like I actually put the work in, so I can't really feel bad for the next bitch that didn't even want to put the work in, right?
Tabitha, calm down. It's not the end of the world. You know, summer school's a thing. You could take Odyssey, make up the credit. It's not the end of the world, okay? Just sign the paper.
Finally, Tabitha like snatches the pen off of my teacher's desk, does like her signature fast as fuck, and then runs full speed out the door, right? And my classroom was on the 2nd floor. My school is set up like a college campus, so it's like an outdoor campus, and then you had like a railing over the balcony, obviously. So Tabitha ran out the classroom, ran for the balcony, and put her hands on the rail, because the whole class is looking like this out the door, right? And once she put her hands on the rail and started to lift her foot up, my teacher yelled, and I'm gonna say her real name because, I mean, fuck it, she was the hero in the damn story. My teacher yelled,
Summer, get her!
Summer sprung into action. She ran out the door and grabbed Tabitha by like her midsection and like started pulling her to not jump off of the fucking balcony. And my teacher ran outside, right? Tried to rectify the situation as well, right? This girl in my class, I'm gonna call her Twin because to be honest, I cannot remember which twin was in my class. So I'm just gonna call her Twin. I've known her since like elementary school, and I work with one of them right now at my real world job. So I'm gonna call her Twin. But Twin, once my teacher and Summer ran outside, Twin ran to the door, slammed the door, and then locked the classroom door. And we're all looking at Twin like, bitch, what the fuck you doing? Like, what the fuck you doing?
Look, we went to middle school and shit with this girl.
Like, pointing to all the older, like, the sophomores in the class, the sophomores and the juniors.
We know her. If she come back in here trying to kill somebody, I'll be fucking damned. We're keeping this door locked until security and the principal comes in.
And I'm like, damn, bitch, I ain't even think of that. Bitch, you was right. You was right. Like, yes, ma'am. We're all waiting. Finally, security comes in, and of course, they got the keys to the door. They unlock the door, and, you know, they let us in. No, they come in or whatever. Tabitha was in the office. We didn't see Tabitha for the rest of the school day, but Summer came back in, and she was just like,
dude, this is just for real about to, like, fling herself over the fucking balcony, like.
That shit was crazy. Like, that girl has done a lot of crazy shit. Like, a lot of crazy outbursts, and I don't know, maybe that's just what you gotta do so that people won't bully you and pick on you, because no matter how many people have ever tried to bully Tabitha, she always clapped the fuck back, and they ain't never talk about her ass again. And I always, like I told you, I always made sure I was cool with Tabitha, even on graduation. Walked right with her ass, you know? It is what it is. So if you have a kid at your school and they're being bullied, always make sure to be their friend. Not just because you're scared that they're gonna be the next school shooter, but also because maybe they just need a friend. And it may not be, you don't have to give them anything intimate to the point where it's like you're riding the bus with them and going places after school, but just let them know, like, be kind to them. Like, let them know, like, you know what, I'm here for you. Like, I'll protect you. Like, even in the classroom, that boy was picking on her, I made sure, like, tell that nigga, like, stop. Like, what the fuck? Like, why are you even gotta do that to her? Like, it's not cute. Bullying isn't cute. So don't pick on other people. Stand up for people. There's always somebody you could talk to. Trust me.
The truth will set you free, but first it'll piss you off.